This is First Contact, Stories of the Call Center. Well, what's interesting is both of these don't sound like they've been around for a really long time, which means that the time that they've come to life have been really peaking, if not really heavily impacted one way or the other by the pandemic, right? We're going on 2 years here. And for somebody who now not only is the CEO of these two companies, but you had to have seen very specific things on how you had to evolve or actually make these events worthwhile. How did it impact you when the pandemic hit up to how does that change, if anything, what you're doing at your events and how you're going to go forward?
Yeah, we sort of glazed over the part at the beginning when, I never was an event person. I was a Legion
Your whole
guy.
life?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to grow up to be.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a marketing guy. I'm a Legion guy. I'm a relationship guy, and you know, I had a passion for helping companies sort of navigate the Legion ecosystem, and was involved with a few shows, but never intimately involved in the operation side of it. And there came a point in 2019 where I really wanted to bring back a show that's by an industry professional and for the industry. And that's where Lead Generation World came out of. And we started, our first show was January 2020, 2 months before the pandemic. So we were able to, have a successful show and get it off the ground right before everything sort of hit the fan. But it was challenging, through that year, trying to figure out how are we going to navigate this, and we had to push things off and do things different. And the same thing goes for Contact.io. Listen, I've worked at two contact center spaces. That's business development, and I'm an industry guy, so to speak. I've worked with a number of brands on their contact strategies, helping them build efficient call centers, and working with the Legion sort of ecosystem to be successful. And so we take the same approach with Contact.io that we do with Lead Generation World, which is what would I want? What would we want from a show, being industry players ourselves? What would we want? Because I feel like, to be honest with you, and this is why we started the conferences, because I feel like there's a lot of shows out there that are run by event people, and they're marvelous at putting on events, but sometimes they're just a little detached from the industry as a whole, and they don't really understand what content really works and what it's like to actually be an exhibitor, and what it's like to have pay a lot of money to be in an exhibit hall that's empty, and so we take the approach of what would we want when we show up and we pay $500 or $800 for an event, or $1,000 to exhibit. What do we want in return from that? And that's sort of our approach on both of those events as we take it. But yeah, it's never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would be managing events, especially through a pandemic. But we're doing it, and it's everything's working out just fine.